Yes, sir. My name's Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, I'm going to be giving you a guide to increase your odds on actually picking a Rising Rush every time your opponent Rising Rushes you. Now, there's a couple things that people actually don't know, but they're actually very, very obvious, and they're shown to you at the beginning of the game. But of course, if you don't read, I know you don't read, you're a Dragon Ball fan, come on, you're playing Legends. You probably don't know about this. But if you've been playing the game for a while, then you probably do know about this. And even for new guys that are coming in, the story mode and whatnot, this can come very effective with when you're actually playing PvP events, trying to get challenges. I think early in the game is like Rise and Rush challenges and things like that. So just knowing this bit of information would actually help you in all around the game if you didn't know it. But specifically in PvP, when you're facing up against people that literally rush within the first... They rush even before the game starts, man. That's how early they're rushing nowadays. You know... Dragon Ball compensation my ass, man. Devs be capping. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video, man. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 40,000 subscribers. All my social media is going to be on the bottom of the screen. This is the YouTube channel. We've got Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link all in the description below. Got giveaways going on every single month on the Discord server, so join that. And I want to let you guys know that I live stream every single day, so if you see me live on the channel, definitely be sure to tune into the live stream. It's the best place to ask me any questions if you have any questions to ask me. So if you see me live, definitely be sure to do that. But yeah, man, I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer. Let's actually get into the video now. Alright, so what I'm going to show you here is my Fusion Warrior team, right? But what you need to know is that each character, they have certain things attached to their kit. And what that is a certain card they carry. So you can see here, you carry 2 strikes for Ultra Super Vegito. You can see here, they carry 2 strikes for VB as well. Most of my Fusion Warriors carry 2 strikes. Accordingly, it changes. So I think on GT they carry 1 of each card for most of them. You can see here 1 strike, 1 blast. But what you need to take note is what they carry. So you need to take a mental note of what each character carries, or at least the most important characters in the meta. So in this case, you should keep in mind that UGB, he actually holds 2 strike cards. But that's only the basic fundamental. There's a lot more like mind working when you're thinking about it. So what you need to know next is if you go into any event or a PvP battle or anything that triggers a battle full stop. I'm just going to load something up for sake. So I'm going to do my let's fight because I haven't done it today. No, let me know. That's a bad. It'll be a bad example. Let me go to the ultimate equipment collection for anybody here. I'm going to start the battle, right? What you need to see here is the cards that you actually hold in a game. So you can see here there's 3 strikes, 3 blast, 1 blue, 1 green, and that's what you hold at a default level. So any game, if you went in with 0 units, if you could do that, you can't do that, but if you could go in with 0 units, you'd only have 3 strikes, 3 blasts, 1 blue, 1 green. But as you add units on top, they actually add the unit in their kit onto the total that you have in your deck. So if I use UGB, you know he had 2 strike cards, I showed you before. If you forgot, he's got 2 arts cards held there. You would actually get the 2 additional into your total deck. I showed you that the tag 4s, Goku and Vegeta, have 1 strike, 1 blast. So you're going to see the blast card number go up and the strike cards number go up. You can see that's exactly how it works. Now, knowing that, I just showed you this GT team, which is a lot more unorthodox. If I'm using Fusion Warriors, which is a lot more clear and cut, you can know that everybody here carries 2 strikes. USV, VB, USG, Super Vegito, yeah, he does. UGB, and does the ES Gogeta carry 2 strikes? No, he doesn't, but I'm not bringing him, that's besides the point. So if I actually add, so it would be 9 in total. No, that was terrible maths. It would be 6 in total to the 3 I've already got. Solid. You can see I get the total of 9. Because obviously each of the units carries 2 strike cards. The blast did not go up, and none of them carry blue cards or green cards. The rare unit occasionally does. Like if I show you one unit just for example, I believe EX Whis carries a green card. Yes. So then obviously if I had him on the squad, he'd actually let me actually just show you. He'd actually add the green card if you don't believe me or not. Just so you get the understanding of it completely. There we go. Let me ready up. Press the green card, you see my green card goes up. Well, press Whis, the green card goes up. That's a fundamental that you need to understand for even team building, but generally knowing it will help you a lot. Now, even though this is a guide, I don't think I need to show you any gameplay because I feel like from this point it's kind of self-explanatory if you know what they have in their kit, what they hold. You also need to bear in mind what the units actually do. So, for example, UGB, he summons a blue card from his green card. So if you see him do a green card, sorry, you see it says special move arts card next activates twice, then you should know he's probably going to have a blue card in his deck. It could be on the outside or it's going to be on the 4-in. So you'd know that when he rushes, your opponent, their Rising Rush is determined by what they have in their hand. But for you, they give you an even chance to actually select one of each card. So it will always be Strike, Blast, Blue, Green. That's how Rising Rushes are. I might put a screenshot on the screen and whatnot. But outside of that, the enemy, it's the focus on the enemy. They will always have what was already in their deck before they Rising Rushed. If you got a whole empty deck, yeah, you used your Rise Rush at end of your combo, you'd obviously get a new card in. So whatever card you rush with, for example, which is why it was very, very bad when people were using Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Let me actually show you and explain why it's easy to pick her. She's one of the easiest people to pick in the game. Or for example, Red Cooler, the LF Cooler. The thing that with Kefla is when she switches into the battlefield, she changes all of her blast arts, sorry, to strike arts, which is actually like great, obviously, because she does a lot of strike damage more than anything else. You can see her changes blast arts cards into strike cards. But in her doing that, the odds of her rushing and actually just being successful is very, very low. So it's either going to be, it just increases your odds of picking her. It's either going to be a blue card, a green card, because those are not being changed, or a strike card. It's almost never going to be a blast arts unless it's been at the end of a combo where she's drawing new cards, if that makes sense. So it makes it easy to pick her. You should guess according to what the unit would most likely have, and that would actually increase your odds of actually picking your enemy. Therefore, you'd actually win more games because you're not getting rushed before the game even starts and losing a unit, you know what I'm saying? That's the breakdown for how you should actually think when you're getting Rising Rushed. What cards do they have, generally speaking? What have they used in their kit? Do they summon any green cards? Do they have a main ability which will summon cards? Do they reshuffle cards? For example, Green Goku Black, where is he? When he pops his main ability after being transformed, he randomly draws 4 new cards and he destroys his previous deck. So what's he gonna have at this point? He's more like, depending on what team he's running. If we look at his kit, sorry, I went to Tournament Power. He carries one of each card, so you might be in a 50-50 stalemate. But those are just some examples for you to understand the mechanics and the mind work behind actually picking your enemy's Rising Rush. But yeah, man, that's going to be the end of the video. It's not much, but I've had this video on standby and I feel like it will help a lot of people. If you watch me in stream, I shouldn't be giving away, but 9 times out of 10, I just press blast arts. That's not because I think they're going to pick blast. I'm just lazy. I don't really care about winning that much, but if I did, I'd obviously pick according to that mindset. But it's a lot of thinking sometimes. I don't play too competitively. I just have fun. Obviously, if I win games, I win games, and you might be looking at me like, aren't you 24-time godly? Yeah, I am, but that's just besides the point. Like, I have high stars too anyways, and I'm not bad at the game, but it's just the fact that I don't take it too seriously regardless. Anyways, hopefully this video was useful. I hope it was. I was actually requested to do this video by 619, so shout out to him, man. He said it'd be a good video, so hopefully this is useful. Press the subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 40,000 subscribers. All my social media is going to be on the bottom of the screen. This is the YouTube channel. We've got Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link all in the description below. Like I said, Discord giveaways at least once a month on the server, on top of the fact that you should join the live streams every time you see me live. If you want to ask me a question, it's the best place to ask me a question. Literally, as I'm there in person, you can ask me a question live and I'll read it and respond to it live. Fast response. But yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it like that. I appreciate you guys showing love and support on the channel on this grind to 40k subs. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.